is Daf Yomi Yerushalmi Shevi'is. The article is by the edition. We're right on top of Ayin Aleph Amar Aleph. Amar Rabbi Va. Top of the page. And in the Vilna, it's a little bit hard to find. And Daf Chafei Amar Aleph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 or 16 lines down. The line starts with the words Aser V'hu Shari. And that, it says, Amar Rabbi Va. That's where we're up to. Amar Rabbi Va. As Udokum Rabbi Yossi. The episode like this came from Rabbi Yossi with a beitza which was laid on the Yonta before Shabbos, and Uva Mebek Rabbi Yechanan. They want to do like Rabbi Yechanan, that and we make it. Say that's fine. Well, he wanted to do that, but Shama the Rav Rabbi China Mispalgin. We had Rabbi China, we didn't have Rav. But when he heard the Rav and Rabbi China argue on this point with Rabbi Yehuda, so then Sora Minei, he slipped away. He forsook that line of reasoning and answered. Rabbi Abba said, "Asa uvda come Rabbi." Just do that. Sorry. These spalgim, because we have a machlokas, and here we know that from here we see that Rav also is Rabbi Chanina. Sharei psila, if you have leftover wicks. Sharei Madura, leftover bonfires. Sharei Shem, leftover oil. Shakavu b'Shabbos, where the fire was extinguished Shabbos. Ma'alikam b'Yontif, can you light them on Yontif? Rav Chanina Tavein Amana Asur. Rav Chanina both said it's Asur because they hold there's one long kedusha, and since they became Asur on Shabbos, on account of Muktzah Machmas Yisr, so they continue to be Asur Yontif the next day. And the same thing would be true about the Beitzah. Right? It's one long kedusha. It's also the next day. Rabbi Yochanan Marmuter, because he holds there two kedushos. Therefore, what's one day? One of them is only to the other one. Amrai Mona Kukun Rabbi Yudan. Rabbi Yudman said before Rabbi Yudan, Man afchalol psila gabe beitza. Who's that person who turned around, which means here mixed up the psila and beitza, the case of the wick and the case of the egg. They're not comparable. The beitza, it's because of achana the rabba. Yontif can't be Shabbos or Shabbos Yontif, and even if it's two kedushos, it's also a psila. This is because a muktzah, and it would not be also the next day unless we say kedusha achas hein. So therefore, they're not comparable. Amalei said, that must be, no, since we see the rabbis compared, it must be the same thing. And it must be that the Shorei Psila, Shorei Muda, Shorei Shemesh Kov Shabbos, they can't be lit on Yontif, not because of Muktzeh, but because of Hachana the Rabbah, which is a very big Chiddush. Okay? That you're preparing from Shabbos, one day of Kedusha to another day of Kedusha. Tani Mishum Arba Kanim, Amruz, the Bryson, the name for is Kanim. Who are Rabbi Shimon Gamliel, Rabbi Shmuel Bnei Moshe, Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka, as Rabbi Shimon, Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, or some say Rabbi Lezer. So they said, if somebody put up Erev Tchumen for the first day of Yontif, and Siyontif and Shabbos actually, not the first day of Yontif. So the second day of Yontif is the second day when the Shabbos or Yontif, he's like the people of the city. He loses it to the Erev. Erev was not extant. Erev Shabbos was supposed to, or Erev Yontif was supposed to, and therefore he loses it. Rabbi Shem Rab said, "Halacha karbos kain." Halacha was like that. Rabbi Chisda boy, Rabbi Chisda asked, "Mechav b'shitasi the Rab." It seems the Rab contradicts himself. He switches his positions. Tam nova leishtei kedushos by Hachana the Rabbi. He says that, but Yontif and Shabbos are two kedushos. V'kol ova lo kedusha achas. and he makes them one kedusha. The so it's the one second. Again, Rav Chisda by Rav Taman Rav Leshtei Kedushos. Taman is by Eruv, right? He makes them two Kedushos. But Ka, I just got the order first. Taman, trying to trick me. Taman, who Rav Leshtei Kedushos, right? By the case of the Beitzah, he's saying they're two Kedushos. Case of the Beitzah, right? No. Yeah, well, yes, by Erev and by Psila, he makes them one Kedusha. And that's why Rab asks the Psila because of Muktzah, and it's only Asr because of Kedusha Achas. Right? And therefore, how can you matir Hachana the Rabbah? Because I think I'm confused. Sorry. Taman over there by Erev Tchuvin. He makes it two kedushos, right? Because over the kedusha achas, and here in the case of Pesila and she. Taman kedusha achas. The spalgu shari Pesila. Shem b'dur shem b'shemen. Mashar kavu b'Shabbos. Ma'alik b'yontif. Okay, so this is the Dana Kedusha Achas case, just like the Shiarim above, right? Rabbi Chama, Rabbi China Tamein, I mean, Aser. He said it's Aser. Rabbi Yecham Mutter, he says Mutter. Rabbi Menachem Rabbi Yudan, Man Apcha Lei Pesila Gabe Beitza. It's a repetitive, everyone is repeating itself. So, who told us to make a connection between? So I guess it's like an ikadamri over here, or maybe it's the same conversation took place on the time what the Arbus Kanim said. So it said how Psila Beitza are not comparable. Amalei says Madonna Chami Rabbanim Medamalah says to see the Rabbanim don't bring in comparison. Hadamra Hiada they must actually be the same thing. Now we have the article Header Shein by Ein Bahan Chetzben B'Yerokos Hasadeh, and then the B'Kabanaki starts with Rabbi Shimon Omer Kol Svichim Mutarin. Then they have then it goes on with the Gemara over here. Mneish Ein Kayotze Bahan. Okay, so you assuring just because there's nothing like them in the Yerakas Asada, they are asur. The case in the Mishnah was Kosim Mutar Chutzi Spiri Krub She'en Kayotze Bahan Yerakas Asada. Right, so what kind of business is this? You are certain that is something which is nothing similar in vegetables or the fields should be asur. Rav Chama shouldn't be, should be mutar. Rav Chama bar Ukva Meshem Rabbi Yossi bar Rav China because they grow in bulbs, and because they grow in bulbs they're asur. I'm not sure about it. So called a yerek any vegetable you can tell if it's new or old. So you shouldn't say that I go from the Isser, which goes during Shemitah, and say that I brought from the 60 or stuff, which is similar. Therefore, we said that all Svichim are also no matter what. So the Kavanaki here is Darko puts in a Tanya. Tanya. Your loof grows over a cycle of 3 years. So not mechayiv you to uproot the loof, But you leave it as is. Means tzamach, and if it grows, Motzei Shevi'is mutar. So Motzei Shevi'is is okay. Ve'emachay Motzei Shevi'is hakinras b'Shvi'is. Kinras is an artichoke. We don't require you to uproot an artichoke during Shvi'is. It was in fact it's only during Shemitah. Aval Meshakef Baalin. But what you can do is you can beat the leaves on the ground and break them a little bit, and then there's no matter sign that you grew them because of Shvi'is. And then I lost my train of thought. Okay, so the leaf stays around up to 3 years. And every year it produces more leaves. Somebody sees a field full of leaf, can be suspect that it was planted during Shemitah. Therefore, I would have thought that you have to uproot it. So if it's coming, you don't have to uproot it, because everybody knows it stays around for 3 years. Kinres, the artichoke, normally goes on its own in fields. Meshaki, you can break the leaves a little bit, and then there's no matter sign that raised during Shemitah. Okay, let's see inside again. Now I'm reading from the Kavanoki. It goes. But you can bang around the leaves and so, and it will grow. I understand the artichoke causing loss from animal food, because as they get frail and brittle, and they will they'll wilt. So again, if we allow you to beat the leaves, so you're destroying ochle behema. No, they're lost on their own. Meaning that he says that they become avod not because of your activity, but on their own. So therefore, when you break them, they're suitable for machal behema. That which they wilted afterwards, that's not your problem. So therefore, not being mafsid ochle behema. Chalavim calls we can assume that header is not in the. No, it is in the article. He calls we can assume Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai have a avar b'shmitza. Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai was passing by shmitza. Chama cham lakis v'chashmitza. I saw a guy gathering the wild shoots of shmitza. Amalei said, "V'leis also is it also? V'lau sfichin? Are they not sfichin?" Amalei, so he said to him, "V'lo adhu matiran? Didn't you permit them?" Amalei, so he said, "V'in chavirai chalukim alai? Aren't my friends arguing against me? The other rabbanon, paratz against shel chachamim." Oh, your point is getter because you're not going after the road of chachamim. So you're supposed to determine halacha. The part is getter yishlein yishkol nachash, and somebody who breaks open a fence is bitten by a snake. And this Talmud was turned to a snake, was bitten by a snake and died. And it's very similar to the Talmud in Baba Basra, who didn't believe Rabbi Yochanan's drasha about the Shari Yerushalmi Lasi Lovo. Okay. Yeah. I think that's where we're up to. Yeah, we're up to Ayin Beis. It's the top line, so we'll stop here.